Hi everyone, my name is Madhu and today we'll be doing donuts. So donut is basically a deep fried bread which is being taken, as a dessert, breakfast or as a snack. Now, to make a donuts, we require flour 500 grams, instant yeast 18 grams, cinnamon powder a pinch, orange zest 1 number, butter 50 grams, water 150 ml, whole egg 1 number, egg yolk 1 number, salt 6 grams, gluten 20 grams, and bread improver 10 grams. Finally, we also require some vegetable oil for deep frying. So here we have a tabletop mixer to which a dough hook is being attached to it. First, we'll add a dry ingredients and then we'll add a wet ingredients. This method is called a straight dough method in which a dry and the wet ingredients is being added together. So first, we'll add the flour, salt, caster sugar and yeast together. After this, we'll also add in the butter. Now, always check that the yeast is being activated. To check the yeast has been activated, we can always use a little warm water to check its activation. And then gradually we can add it to the dough. Also remember, we should always use unsalted butter because the salt is already added to the flour. Now, once all these dry ingredients are being added, pour in the chilled water. The temperature of the chilled water should be somewhere between 3 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius. Once the water is being added, turn on the mixer at a very low speed. Remember, to enhance the flavor of the donut, it is either we can add some orange zest, lime zest, or even a pinch of cinnamon powder. This is because the donut should not smell too eggy. Now, turn on the mixer at a low speed and ensure that all the ingredients are incorporated well. Once this has been done, again turn on the mixer at a very low speed. Let it mix properly. So once the water is being mixed along with the dry ingredients, turn off the mixer and now add in the egg yolks and the whole egg. Once this has been added, now again turn on the mixer at a low speed and gradually increase the speed until it forms a complete dough. This will take some time, so let's wait and watch at it. Now, once the dough is being formed, it is important to check for a gluten formation. To check for the gluten formation, take a pinch of the dough and roll it into a ball. Now, once it has been rolled, turn it and stretch it until it forms a transparent on the other side. To check for its transparency, now place it towards the light. Okay, so once it has been placed towards the light, you can see it is being transparent from the other side, which means the gluten is being formed. Now once the gluten is being formed, now it is important for the rolling of the dough. Take out the dough and dust some flour and place it on the marble table. Now important to roll the dough in somewhere between 6 mm thickness to 7 mm thickness. Roll the dough by using a rolling pin. Now, once the dough is been rolled, stretch the dough on either sides and then Place it on a dusted tray. It is important to rest the dough for 7 minutes in the chiller so that when the dough is being cut into a desired shape, it doesn't form an uneven shape. For that, dust some flour on the tray and place the dough on the tray and rest it for 7 minutes in the chiller. Now once the dough is been chilled, take it out from the tray and place it on the marble table. Now by using a two-shaped cutter, that is one is large and one is small cutter, cut the dough into a donut form. Place a donut cutter in the dough and press it gently and roll it across. Once the donut is being cut with the help of a donut cutter, place this on a dusted tray with a gap of at least 5 cm each. This is because once the donut is being proofed, it should not get stuck to each other. Now, we'll place a donut one by one in a linear manner. Once it has been placed, we have to proof the donut for at least 30 to 45 minutes. Now we'll also leave some of the donuts as it is without cutting in the center to make a filled donut. Now you can see there are some leftover donuts balls or donut leftover cutter. We should not discard this. Keep it as it is. When we are going to fry the donuts, to check the temperature of the oil, we can place this before adding the whole donuts for frying. When the donuts are proving, let's make a ganache in the meanwhile. To make ganache, we require 500 grams of white chocolate and 250 ml of fresh cream. Let's melt the chocolate in a microwave, and in the meantime, let's heat up the fresh cream. Now, once the chocolate is being melted and also fresh cream is being heated, gradually we have to stir in the fresh cream to the chocolate. Keep mixing it so that it doesn't get burnt. Now keep that aside and we'll check on the donuts. So donuts are being proofed. Now it's time to deep fry in the oil. Place one by one so that the temperature of the oil doesn't go low. Place it gradually. Also remember, do not burn your hand. Once the donut is being placed, flip it immediately so that it doesn't get cracked on the top. Now, the color should be golden brown in color. Once it has been golden brown on the color on both the sides, we have to take it out and place it on a tray. Ensure the temperature of the oil remains the same. Once it's been fried, take it out with a perforated ladle so that there's no any excess oil, and place it on the tray with the help of a tissue paper rolled inside it. Now coat these donuts on caster sugar and cinnamon powder to make a normal simple donut. This is one of the most standardized flavor of these donuts. To make a filled donut, take the donut and pierce with a very sharp object. Here I am using the knife, and then fill in the white chocolate ganache. Now, to also make a white chocolate ganache donut, take the donut and dip it in the white chocolate ganache and remove the excess of these white chocolate ganache so that it doesn't drip off. Now, decide as garnish as required. Here, I've placed a white fondant flour along with a white chocolate in the center to make it look quite pretty. Enjoy this delicious donut and also do try at your home and let us know about it. Thank you.